It should be. This is a couple of baby boomers doing a couple of baby boomers doing their stuff. I'll just check that we're live into the group, which can do that.
Actually, hang on. You know what? Let me get into Facebook because I can keep a track of that for you.
Yeah, great. Yeah, we're live. That's all right. Anybody who wants to come on and join, we've got 2 people that are watching. Maybe that's just us.
That's probably us.
There's only one watching now. It can't be the 2 of us. So that's all right. And you put a notice in there, yeah, Baby Boomer Power Hour, beauty. And Laurie's seen it, so that's good. No worries. All right. Let's get back to where we are here and let's share we'll share screen. A good idea, I think.
Yeah.
Go and have a look at a few things. Actually, we'll look at the web analyzer and what we've been. Oh, my alerts coming
Look at that
one. We haven't got anything new in the last, so 1 hour's gone by for Euro GBP, which is this one. And yeah, look how that's moved.
Yeah. I mean, we looked at that, 10 minutes ago, and it was nowhere near that length.
Yeah, so this is an hourly, so it was called an hour ago from me, and that means only one candle. But when Anne and I were looking at it, these were only just starting to cross over, weren't they?
Yep, they were.
Now this is shot up. Euro, this is vortex. So Euro shot up there. So we'll. It's interesting though. It's not sort of moving too far, even though we've got this relative quick move on the currency, like on vortex. But it hasn't moved down as much with the British pound though.
No, the candle's just reflecting that there's really not that much of a movement.
Yeah, and I suppose if we had some volume, we'd be able to see. Let's go Euro GBP. Just go up a little bit. This is in my, it's mirroring the same sort of thing. If we go down a time frame though, let's go down to, go down, 15 minute. Yeah, it's still just sideways. You can see this is pulling down there a little bit too. 30 minute. There's not much happening. It's going really close together on the angel bread.
Yeah.
If we get the cloud on there, yeah, you can see it's sort of opening wide up there and it's just consolidating across. Maybe not the best option at the moment.
No, I think that's a wait and see.
Yeah, we had this one here though, this Euro AUD. And I'll go and put this on.
Hi, Jeanette.
Hello.
Hi, Jeanette. Good to see
Hello.
you. I apologise for last week not being here, but it's
That's all right.
Euro AUD, yeah. This was called nearly 2 hours ago, so 2 candles there for a sell. It's just above the cloud. What have we got as in?
Lay down.
Let me see if we can get a bit of a closer look. Okay, the red's above the blue.
Whoa.
Oh, hi.
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 So we're getting a crossover on the vortex here. This is interesting because we've had a down up, even though we've got an uptrend there. Well, we've got an uptrend overall. I mean, you can see from here. the trend up is, it is an uptrend from it. But this is a little retracement happening.
Go to bed. No, go to bed right now. You want to say hi? Hold on a minute. All right. Say hi.
Can say hi and then
Hi.
have a good sleep.
Time to go to bed.
Now go to bed. Come on. Good night. Good night. Sorry about that.
You're all right.
It's okay. Don't worry.
It's okay. Yeah, I just muted you for a minute, Jeanette. That's all. You can unmute if you want. You need to. Now, this is an interesting. We're a little crossover. So we're talking about the euro getting weaker as a currency against the AUD, and you can see the RSI dropping. So I don't know what we've got here. Let's have a look and see from here. Let me draw in a little bit of support and resistance to start with. Just in maybe there. There's actually not a lot maybe in there. See a little bit of measurement. From there to there. Yeah, well, there's 10 pips possibly in there, but it's going to go through the cloud. So from the, Anne and I, and from Paul's sort of thing, it's like, well, you wouldn't go near it because it's going in the cloud.
Yep.
So that's my alerts going off. Because it's about now until my lunchtime. So to me, it's 10 o'clock in the morning or 10:05, and about lunchtime, the AUDs start to sort of not part of the web analyzer or the harmonic scanner. It's just I've noticed that around my lunchtime, my local currencies start to go a little crazy. For some reason, it's just a pattern I've noticed over 2.5 years.
Yeah.
So, where I sort of hang out sometimes. We'll just watch this, see if we're going to, whether it breaks that trend or not.
It's looking like it's going to.
Yeah. One of the things I tend to do, though, with this, and I don't know if other people do, that's not area, bar style. Here we go. If you put it to a line, I haven't done too bad there.
Nope, you didn't do badly at all.
If you put it to a line, you can, there you go, that's a little bit more precise. And then we can go back to candles again. And we'll see whether that breaks. And I've got a little support resistance line there. See, the other thing too is it could come down even to around this level. But you got to remember, it's an uptrend. It depends on whether it breaks it or not, or whether it. So if that breaks the trend line and then we get the next candle, but that's, that next candle is. Oh no, that's right. We're on a 15 minute. So the next candle is 7. It's half the time. So 7:30. So this is sort of. I think I mentioned it last. I don't know if I mentioned it. You can tell me, Anne, or anybody else can tell me. What I noticed from some other traders or from some professional traders, they talk about the fact that in a time frame, so let's use 15 minutes. The first couple of minutes of a candle, you'll see a fair bit of action. Then you'll see it tends to deaden off a bit sometimes. This is a typical. Oh, here, look at it. Look at it dropping down here.
Yep, it's going.
But it's in the cloud, so we haven't taken the trade. But this is just experience. So the next thing is around the middle of the time frame. So within a 15 minutes, somewhere around that sort of 7-minute time in a candle, you'll start to see a fair bit of movement as well. Then it dies off again. Then it's the last couple of minutes of the candle time, you'll see some finishing. Now, can anybody tell me why that occurs? See how it's dropped down there, it's pulled back, now it's dropping down again?
Yep.
Does anybody sort of, where we got? Carlos is on as well. Like he's on holiday, so.
Welcome, Carlos.
So yeah, so any idea why that would occur in that sort of time frame? So if you used an hour, it'd be at the 30-minute time you'd see more sort of movement, and then it'd be near the end and at the start. It's just start, middle, end of each time frame. You tend to see more movement happening around in each candle. Oh, look at that, Anne. If we had that, we'd be getting close.
Yeah, coulda, shoulda, woulda.
It's still going, but
It is still going. Yeah,
it hasn't.
it's not done yet.
Yeah, but it hasn't. Yeah, it's got another 5 minutes 37. So it hasn't broken the. It's got to actually have enough go down, finish below it, which is not breaking the trend. It has to actually have another candle that finishes completely,
Fully below.
beginning and ending below the trend line for it to actually break the trend. It is pushing down though, isn't it?
It is.
So if we go look at the 1 minute. Wow, yeah, the 1 minute sort of pushed down, up, down. Let's see what happens.
Well,
Yeah, look
what
at
about the 5 minute, Brian?
Okay, we'll go to fives. Actually, I'll put that on so that we get that up. Yeah, the 5 minute. Look at that.
Yeah. 5 minutes clear through.
Yeah. And it's not pushed all the way down here yet on that. So it might get those 10 pips. We'll just see. Now we didn't call it and we haven't got it. So because it's in the cloud,
It doesn't meet the rules.
It doesn't meet the rules. And so it was stressed upon me by Mr. Turner that in the group, in this trading group, we follow the rules strictly, which is fine. It's not a problem. I'll just come back to 15 so I can see. Actually, the 5 gives us much better view, doesn't it?
It does.
When you look at that, it's like,
yeah,
that out of the
you
way.
can see it more clearly.
Yeah, and you can see that sort of respecting that line.
Yep.
Even though it's sort of consolidating, it's still in an uptrend.
Yeah.
Let's pull that back down there so we can see it a bit clearer. So we now want to see where this can.
I just had a quick question because I'm looking at Dr. Kathy's rules. It doesn't say, it just says don't trade if it crosses in the cloud. It doesn't say you can't trade if it's going to go through the cloud.
Yeah.
It just says don't trade if it crosses in the cloud. If the
Well,
two lines cross in the cloud.
Oh, right. Okay. So that's
what I'm reading here on her rules.
I got you. Well, I suppose there's a whole lot of different personal interpretations, Jeanette. I'm open to anything that people have, but you can see this. The lines. You mean the red and the green? Yeah, the red and the blue lines.
Not the candles. The red and blue.
The red and blue lines. Yeah.
The red and blue lines. It says
they're above the cloud.
It's okay if they cross above or they cross below. They just says if it crosses within the cloud, if they cross within the cloud, that means congestion or consolidation.
Yeah. Well, this is good. We're getting a candle going down here. This would have been a good trade. What are we doing, Jeanette? I mean, this is crazy, isn't it? I mean,
Jeanette, did you get that set of rules just recently?
I got it off of Dr. Kathy's Facebook page.
Okay, the ones we've had in this ninja group have been not to trade the candles or the crosses within the cloud.
Yeah, that's that's how it originally was, and that's how it was originally stated. But I think it's been refined.
And also too, when you go up and down time frames, so you can see that's not crossing in the cloud, but the candle's definitely in the cloud.
Right.
And it's not on the 30-minute, on the hour, it's not. But in the time frame that it came up in Euro AUD, the 15-minute. There's a little look. This is nearly 2 hours after it was called, and look at that drop.
Yeah.
That's just nice, isn't it, eh? Look at that. It's nearly from when we called about here. Let's measure. Oh, we can't count this as a trade because no one's taken it yet.
Right. Right.
That's only 6 pips now, but we'll just. Oh, somebody left. You never know if you've upset people, do you? Really? No, I don't think.
People have lives, Brian. Things come up.
Of course they do. Yeah, phone calls and whatever. We know that. So yes, just watching this as a trade though. You know, if you wanted 5, there's still a bit more in it. You can see that the RSI has come a little bit further down, and these have really separated nicely there.
Yep.
If that euro pushes down a little bit more, we're going to wait for the next candle, 20, 19, 18, 17. So we've got 15 seconds to go, and we'll see what the next candle produces. There's still momentum in that cell there. Absolutely.
Well, I think so because the red and the blue are just right now. They're just together.
Yeah.
They haven't even properly crossed, but they are still above. Oh, now they're going to go a little sideways.
Yep.
They're still above the cloud too, right? So.
Let's see if it. Oh, there's a new one.
It's a red one.
Euro AUD for a buy now. It's on that same currency. 15 minutes. Look at that. See that?
Oh, just got called. Yeah.
Yeah. So we've been on. We've been on Euro AUD as a sell, which was 2 hours ago, and we had to wait a couple of hours before we got this sell. I still reckon that's going to keep pushing down. You can see it. Oh, it's tailing off on the RSI.
Yeah, it's almost at the point where it's probably going to turn around, Brian.
Yeah. Well, it's flattened. Like the momentum has gone out. So what have we got there? If we had have got in somewhere there, or even at the start of that candle, and down to where we are, that's 8 pips.
Yep.
We could have got 5 out of it, 6 out of it pretty easy. We'll just see. See, this is part of a learning curve, isn't it? I mean, there's 3 minutes. This is on a 5-minute chart, so there's 3 minutes to go on it. It's still pushing down.
It is.
Look at that.
But now we know we can look for it to turn around.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh no, hey, look at this.
It's still going.
So this support and resistance line that I put in is about 10 pips from where we called entry. That's broken that trend. That has definitely broken that trend. That's on the 15-minute. Oh, on the 5-minute. Let's see what we've done on the 15. Yeah, well, it depends. If this candle closes below that trend line, that's a big trend change.
If you check, all the NZD pairs are going up either, so.
Say, Carlos, say that again.
The NZD pairs are going up?
Yeah.
NZD, you said.
New Zealand.
Yeah, we can have a look, but yeah, I'm just. Oh, look at the push down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, AUD, NZD around this time of the day are always got. Sorry, I find there's normally plenty of movement. Look at that. That's made the 10 pips.
And so there proves that the theory that you can go for your 10 pips.
That would have got 10 pips out of that, no problem.
Yep.
Euro AUD off.
Now we can keep.
But you have.
Now we can just keep an eye on it, wait for it to turn around for the buy.
Correct. Well, whatever's gone down like that, you're going to have a buy. It will probably come back and retest that trend line before it goes off again down.
Yeah.
Or through. I mean, you've got to. But this is typical sort of market movement. Look at that. Wow, that is so cool.
It's breaking through the support.
Yeah.
Well, still respecting it though.
Let me have a look. Where did I put the other? The other line's way down there. Yeah, it hasn't. It's pulled back again. It's still got a minute 32 on a 5-minute time frame. You would have still got your 10 if you had to take profit on 10. So do you want us, Carlos, we'll have a look at some, we'll come back to this. We'll have a look at some of the NZDs if you want. What time frames, Carlos, if you're there? Are you looking
Yeah, well,
at
in 15 minutes.
you're on a 15?
I don't know if it was because of the news, but the news was almost 2.5 hours, 2 hours ago. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
NZD. Yeah, NZD CAD. See, that's pushed through the cloud. Absolutely. Like that's 30 pips up there. NZD CHF, same. NZD JPY, same. NZD Singapore dollar, same. NZD USD, same.
Identical, all of them, yeah.
Basically, they've all done exactly the same thing. Let's have a look at the AUDs because AUDs tend to, yeah, see what they're doing? AUD, CHF, AUD JPY, AUD NZD. That one's opposite. The reason why is because, yeah, you'll understand why soon. AUD Singapore, AUD USD, they've all gone up as well.
Yep.
Not as much as the NZDs. They tend to be sort of paired up a fair bit. NZD and AUDs. We're just sort of buddies in that sort of situation. Let's look at, I want to go back and look at Euro JPY. Okay. And GBP JPY. Yeah, that's not done much, has it?
No.
Because I got a couple of trades on there. That one's up by 2 pips. On the GBP JPY, no, I'm down slightly. But Euro, these are on the hourly, so I'm just looking at an hourly trade and just 10 pips out of it. Anyway. So, Carlos, did you get some pips out of the NZDs?
no, I just come back and I just saw it. I was like, I normally don't trade at this time of the night. I normally trade during the London session, and that's actually you were talking about that EuroCAD, and because I'm back testing that strategy of the, what do you call it, Boyd or
Oh,
something.
BYOB?
Yeah,
The
actually,
BYOB cash out?
yeah, I'm
With the
being
cash candles?
yeah. Actually, honestly, that's my opinion. I think you're really easy, and you don't need like you have 2 or 3. I just made today like 6 or 7 out of.
Yep.
I have 2 still running, but they were really nice.
Here's Euro AUD, 15-minute one we took 2 hours ago. You just had to wait and then look at it drop. Guys, we should have been in this. I mean, see how it's turning now?
Yep.
It's way
Yeah.
down on the RSI and it's turning on the vortex. That's going to put the brakes on it here now. That's going to put brakes on. So what have we got? What's the, from there to there, that's 11 pips.
If you go behind, you can see that's a little bit resistant there.
Yeah, back over here, correct. Well, I put it up slightly higher because it's thing.
You actually put it in the right spot because it's supposed to be at the next lowest point of the lagging span, which is where you have it.
Yeah. I'll just go across there. Yeah. Hang on, and we'll go here. So you can see it across there. Let's go back out a little bit. Yeah, see that's through there. It could be a little lower, it could be, but that's at the bottom of that one here. It's sort of bottom there. It's sort of through that there, through the bottom of those ones. I mean, that's where the most recent is. But hey, look at this. Euro AUD 15-minute price called 8 minutes ago.
Yep.
It's saying about a buy. But look how that's pushed right down there. And again, see where I said these are the AUD ones. From about now until for another couple of hours, you may see this sort of movement. See, my gosh, look at that still going. That's great. It may come down to this other, to this other line.
Yeah, AUD and NZD is still really strong on 1 minute, on a 5.
Yeah, where's the, I'll just come in. Oh, that's not it. It's that one, I think. NZD, AUD, see the AUD on the one, AUD even on the 15. NZD and AUD are pretty strong on the H4, H1s even, look at them. Yeah, there's currency strength analyzer that's part of the analyzer. But I find also, Carlos, these I found in the past, these tend to lag a fair bit. I mean, they'll tell you, but there's a fair bit of lagging occurs. That's like still going down. This will put the brakes on though. Hey, Ann, what are we doing? Why didn't we call this?
I don't know, Brian. I guess we were asleep at the switch.
Yeah. sleep with the wheel. Oh my God. No, but that's okay. Remember, we're just,
Where there's one, there's always another.
Look at this, pulling back out again still.
Yeah, straightened right out again.
Wow. Okay, good. So we need to wait here. There might be, it'll be after we're finished maybe. We'll see that this will go into a buy back up to the, if we were to measure, let's see, from where we are now, back up there, well, that's sort of 13 pips to make, at least 10 to 13 back up to the trend line. Because it tends to break it, it'll come back and retest it, and then the possibility is it'll come down here. There could be a couple of trades in this. Oh, look at RSI, a little move, and
it's hooking back. Yeah.
This is a long way out. These two on the vortex, if you look back along here, they haven't gone that far apart for quite a while. It was back here. Yeah, and you don't tend to, so there you see a little glip and then back up. You don't tend to see this sort of little retrace and then off it goes again. Anyway, any questions?
Do you want to have a look at the scanner and see if there's anything there?
Yeah, go and have a look there. We were looking at this one before we went on, the GBP USD on the 1 hourly. The problem, I think we highlighted something here though. Was it GBP USD? If we go here, we go down a little bit. Come on, go. GBP USD, and we were on the hourly, weren't we?
Yeah.
You look at this, the vortex is going opposite. So British pound, US dollar. So the British pound is dropping and the US dollar is getting stronger, right?
Yeah, and the RSI is heading down.
Is heading down as a, yeah, well, that could be sell, but this is indicating, oh yeah, this is indicating a sell on this as well, isn't it? I mean, look at those lines and how far apart they are on the cloud. I'm just going to put angel bread on. Sorry, I'll just do that for a sec. Yeah, they're sort of coming closer together and they're well above the 62. Let's put cloud back there. So that's how that's opening up. So, yeah, RSI could be dropping a bit. The British pound dropping, the US going up. So if we go back to the harmonic, we're looking at this sort of going sideways, but the possibility of this is this could drop down to TP1. What have we got as a measure? From here down to there. That's 49 pips potential.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see RSI has already dropped off there. Don't know.
It's
Thoughts?
possible.
Anybody's thoughts? I mean, this separation here, we're on an hourly at the moment. Let's go have a look at some lower time frames and see what it's doing. 30 minutes, still consolidating. 15, still consolidating. 5, well, still, it's in a downtrend though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And that's really dropped. Uh,
And you've got a nice big separation of the red and blue lines heading down
on the 5.
on the 5. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
The cloud says it's going to consolidate a bit more, though.
It does here on the 15, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And the 30-minute there, the 1 hour. So we might need to get Jeanette or work out. It's off Kathy's Facebook page, is it? We might try and get that checklist.
In the file section of her Facebook page is where I got this.
Yeah, so that was Dr. Kathy Kirkland. Was it this one with IML?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's her page, her group.
Okay. And in the file section. This checklist here.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Wow. One pager.
We've got more rules than ours.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah. This is, okay. So the Edinburgh clots within the cloud, you may have to pull back, or if it's congested. Okay, lovely. Do not take the trade. Thanks, Jeanette. All right, we'll just come back to here. Actually, we'll go back to Web Analyzer. Sorry, I keep jumping around. Oh, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Now look at this here.
Yep.
See how we got that one there, and then it's doing this little fight. This is where the buy comes in. So whether that 10 pips. So what are we going to do here? What are we going to do, Anne? Are we going to call it or not call it?
I would be inclined to wait for the next candle.
Okay.
Because the thing is right now, according to those rules, you've got your TK cross in the cloud.
Is it? I thought it was down
far as I can
here.
see.
Oh, no, it's up in there. Let's just go make it a bit. Yeah, it's
See?
just.
I mean, the cloud is very thin, but technically the TK cross is in the cloud.
Oh, that cross just there. Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
But where it is now, it's outside of it. But that's okay. Yeah, well, we'll wait. We'll wait. Next candle. As I said, if we measure it up, there's only 10 back to retest. From there back up to, yep. From where it is currently back up to there, yeah, there's 10 pips in it. Yep. We could maybe get 5 out of it. We'll see how we go or more. So we've got 1 minute and 36 on a 5 minute. That was on 15 though. So if we come back to the 15 minute, isn't it great? I sort of explaining the other day, I don't know if I did this the other week, But people were saying it's like, oh, time frames, you know, and what they're doing is, I can't understand it. And I said, well, just think of Russian dolls. And I said, what do you mean? And I said, well, inside of the monthly Russian doll, there's a weekly Russian doll. And inside the weekly Russian doll is a daily Russian doll. And inside the daily is a 4-hourly. And inside that is a 1-hourly. And inside that is a 5, until you get to the 1-minute Russian doll. And they're just, it's all the same Russian doll. It's just all contained within the one thing.
Yep.
I think it made sense to them. I'm not sure it makes sense to anyone else, but it's just getting the concept that it's also in time frames. One is within the other. That's just all it is. Oh. So we could wait and look at this. I mean, this is the only one we have on here. If we go back to harmonic scanner.
A little longer than normal. Let's think we go.
Oh, internet. We've got this here. If we go back to GU, we're starting to get a bit of a separation.
Starting to push down a bit more. Yeah.
So if we go down, that's on the alley. Let's go 30-minute. Go 15. It's in the cloud there.
Mm-hmm.
It's below there.
Yep.
And it's pushed down past this. If we pull it across, let's start that a bit. Like on the 5-minute, if it pushes, see, it's pushed down past this sort of recent previous low, and it looks like it's pushing a bit further. It's flattening out there. What do we got here? Yeah, see, it's down the bottom and coming back up. It's probably not the best time to get into this trade from a 5-minute perspective. But if we're looking at hourly, oh, hang on. Oh. You said it. If we're looking at hourly, depends on what we set our stop loss at, isn't it? I mean, look at how separated they are.
Mm-hmm. And everything else seems to agree that it is going to go for a sell.
Yeah, here.
Yeah.
So
what, excuse me just a minute, what difference is it? Why are you pointing out the separation, how wide the separation is? Can you
Good
explain?
question, Jeanette.
yeah.
Go ahead, Brian.
No, please.
With a lot of the indicators, you will find that when there is greater separation between two lines or a set of dots, for example, that means a stronger move. The likelihood of that move being the way you think it's going to be is greater. So when they're closer together, it might only be a slight movement in your direction, but when they're wider, then it's a greater possibility of that, and the move may be a stronger one.
And you can see, Jeanette, here. See how it's gone in a buy trend, and it's really opened up. And then you see it comes together here, and you get this downtrend. And then you can see the lines are quite close together here. So it's consolidated even though it's a downtrend. So it takes a lot longer. Where when you see there's a bit of a delay, see where this has jumped up, these lines are very separated. That is a very quick, in 3 candles. So in 3 hours, that has moved from, oh no, 1, 2, 3. In 4 hours, that's moved from, yeah, sorry, I just didn't get the measure tool. It's gone from here to there, 119, 120 pips in basically 4 hours. Where if you look at it from here, that part there to there, it's taken a day and 15 hours to move 52. So I suppose the question is, Jeanette, for you is, or for anybody, would you rather a day and 15 minutes 15 hours to do 50 pips, or would you like to get 120 pips in 4 hours?
Mm. Okay.
And so they come here close and then they basically separate. You can see this blue is coming up to meet the red. See how the red is turning on the top to come back? And again, they're all lagging. There's all a delay in what happens. I mean, the vortex is pretty responsive. RSI is sort of, these lines are less responsive, as in you can see the move happened, but the widest part apart is well after the move has happened.
Right.
So as they're starting to turn back towards each other here to possibly cross, that's where we're looking at it going into a sell. So if you waited until these crossed over, basically the sell probably would have occurred. From that sort of, from my point of view anyway. This is telling you that this could go in. This is the GU. We've got it from the harmonic here. This is on the harmonic scanner with IML. And you can see that it goes X, A, B, C, D. It's hit the D. It's come back and it's tested the entry line, and it's now come down. It's probably close, not quite, but it's close to the 15%. So if it's come here, so it's gone up, touched, come down, come back, tested it again, and come back down again. It's more likely this will occur. This will go in more of a sell direction now. And in the market, when you see this uptrend, and then you see this little consolidation, then you see it go down, consolidate, then you see it jump up, then you see it consolidate, then you see it drop down, then you see it consolidate, then you see it jump up. The market just keeps doing the same thing over and over again. So just a pattern of it. So this is looking possibly for a good sell trade. Yeah.
Yep. I'd say so. Vortex is getting wider too.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. GJ is still just sitting there. God. That's come up and back down again. We'll go back.
Do you guys have a copy of the ECC 11 checklist that's in the group?
No, I just have the one that I got off Dr. Kathy's.
Okay.
And
Because we actually did like literally a checklist that you can go through step by step and you can check off if it meets all of the criteria.
okay.
Oh, like a
As you're
spreadsheet.
analyzing a trade.
Whoop. So that's, possibility. Let's go back and have a look at the web analyzer. Oh, here we go. Here's the buy on.
Yep. We're good to go for the buy, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Let's, and what do we got in there? Quickly have a measure. Oh yeah, where it is back up. We're probably a little late now. Ooh. Ah, it won't measure. Oh yeah, go for 5. Okay, EA for 5 pips.
Let's give her a go.
Oh, there's EA. I've got EA over here already. Correct, EA, yep.
Yep.
Is that on a 15? Yes, it is. We're on 1 hourly, aren't we?
On EA? No, it's on a 15, is it? No, yeah, the
No.
buy is on a 15.
Is it?
Yeah, buy is on a 15.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it was 15. Okay. Do that. do 5 on that. Come back and have a look. All right. Well, we can see the RSI is lifting. These are separated, even though you've got the Aussie dollar sort of doing a little pick up there. We've got 40 seconds left on this candle. See what the next one does. Now, you realise anybody can have a discussion here or call out what they feel or think. It's not a Brian and Ann show. This is a collective here. We will just see what happens. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, next candle. Up it goes a bit.
And it's a green one. Yep.
To start with.
Yeah.
Then it pulls back a bit, goes back up. Euro JPY 15 minutes come up. For a buy.
What do you think is the early morning is much more volatile? Is that correct? Because
Yes.
when I'm online usually from like 5 to 6 in the morning before I go to work, and then this time of night. So, you know, I'm finding on the analyzer that it's much more volatile first thing in the morning, and
Which
I don't do as well.
Oh, Jeanette, you're saying the more volatility, the less you do.
Well, it's the worse I do.
The worst. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
So I stopped trading for the analyzer that early in the morning because I was not having very good success in it.
I suppose you need to keep at it. I mean, success comes from persistent, trading with it. And the lesson I learned over time is you get knocked back, and you think, oh my gosh, I took a buy. It should have been a sell. I took a sell. Oh, it should have been a buy. It's like you get into that. You need to break that cycle with multiple trades as such on a demo, and get consistent sort of positive results for your trading. The thing is, I'm trying to think of your time frame, which is US, isn't it?
Well, right now it's 10 minutes to 9.
You're the same time as
me.
Anne. Yeah.
So
Jeanette, I think Brian, if you don't mind me interjecting for a second, Jeanette, I think from a learning perspective, this time of day is probably pretty good because it does move more slowly. You have more of an opportunity to actually go through the steps of the analyzing that you want to learn. Mm-hmm. But for most traders will tell you that the market they like to trade the most is the London market.
Yeah.
Because of that volatility. But that's once you have a good understanding of the strategy that you want to use, so that you can grasp it and you can look at the chart more quickly, and your brain already knows, oh, yes or no.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so the slowness of this, while for some people can be kind of frustrating because you're sitting and waiting, but at the same time, it allows you to really examine the chart in front of you and that analyzer that you're using in order to thoroughly understand it and see what's happening.
I agree. In this time where you can analyze it, there is less opportunity of number of pips. Where in a higher volatile environment, you can capture more pips, but the reaction time is a lot quicker. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
So, and you're right. I mean, if this is what suits you to be able to get lower pips yet master the ability to trade, then do that. That's what you got to do to suit your lifestyle.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
And then once you have that mastered, then basically you can trade then in a higher volatile environment and still have good results.
Right.
Or great results as such.
Yeah. Yeah. Precisely.
That's just doing a little pullback at the moment. Oh, this is interesting here on the vortex. And a little turn here. It's 32, 31 seconds. We'll see what the next candle does. I still feel it's got to come back and test that. It might take a while. Again, this is a thing, Jeanette, this time of day with this pair, for example, this could just sort of, go a little sideways but slowly up. So this could go candle, and it might be right up here before it comes to touch it. So we've sort of, because they're 5-minute ones here, it could take an hour or two before it actually comes back to retest.
Now we're looking at this on the 5 minutes, so it was called on the 15, and that's okay. But just looking at this, if you look at the cloud is basically telling you it's going to consolidate for the next at least half hour.
Yeah.
Would be my guess. And the reason I'm telling you that and saying that is because the cloud again is very narrow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And as it's narrow and it's also horizontal, it is telling you what's to come. And it believes it's going to be a consolidation period before the cloud again starts to actually make a turn. And then it goes down for more of a sell type of a look. And then it begins to open up again. So again, that's another situation where the width tells you something.
Yeah, we're in a new candle now. And this is also coming back to crossover again.
Yep. It's meeting in the middle.
So it may go into sell. This is where the euro will go down and the Aussie will go up. So even that's a little buy candle there. It's not much of. It will finish up probably going into a bit of a sell. But it depends. We'll just have to wait and see. I've committed to the 5 pips at the moment. We'll just see what happens.
What's happening with that GU?
Oh, yeah, we'll go have a look. Sorry.
That's okay.
Keep me on track. Yeah, GU.
That's why I'm here, Brian. I'm here to remind you.
Yeah, good on you. I'm glad you do. I'm a bit, I'm a guy. I'm a little singular focused,
You're also a bit tired from all of your moving and everything. So.
Oh, well, yesterday was a big deal. I left home here at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we drove all day and got to destination at about 3 o'clock, and then loaded up a trailer, and then went to another town and loaded up some more, and then drove all the way home and got here at 11 at night. So I had a good sleep last night. See, this is also a little bit of consolidation, but you can see that starting to pull back down again.
It is, yeah.
This is on the hourly. I would, this is a nice trade, I think. This GU, if we go back to the harmonic scanner, you can see if that comes down past that, if it comes down just past there and pushes, that'll go down to TP1. What did I say? How much did I say that was? Can't remember.
That was about 50 pips, I think.
Yeah, 47, 48 pips, yeah.
Yeah.
Certainly a possibility there. And just remember everyone watching this, you saw this first here. Yeah, this is looking good. See how it's dropping down and up? That's it. That's a GU trade, isn't it?
That's the GU trade, yeah. And the vortex is nice and wide.
Oh, and my vortex is coming out. Look at that. The EJ trade is 8 pips. I only want 10 pips out of that one. But the Euro AUD is going down a bit. So let's have a look at G. What do we want?
GU
Okay, yeah. I'll just get the GU up
on the
here.
hour.
Yeah. GU on the hour. Oh yeah, look at that. Look how it's pushed up. You can even see pushed up in the Bollinger's. That's also ready to come back out, isn't it? So there's a sell on there.
Yep.
I'll just put a sell on. Oh, nearly. My EJ is 9.9. Is it going to make the
Almost there.
profit it out? Very much. There's my 10 pips on EJ. Not that I called it on this. Sorry. I get, excited up. So the Euro AUD is down by 4 pips, but I'm up on here. So let's see. Yeah, I might just put myself, I'm going to put a stop loss in here.
Yeah, GPY just died. Simple.
Sorry?
GPY just died.
Did
Japanese yen is not even on the 1 minute on the currency strength meter.
Yeah, so I reckon here, well, I'm going to put a trade. Oh, I've got the trade on there. GBP USD. What were you saying? Yeah, if we go down to the 5 minute on it? No, it's still pulling back up. It's all right. 15, 30, 1 hour. So what did you say, GJ? Did you?
I was saying the Japanese yen. It
Oh,
just
yeah, because everything's going up. Yeah. So NZD, JPY, same thing. Look at it. Yeah. And GJ too. But anyway, we're on GU. Whoop. GU. Okay. And I've got that as a trade at the moment. I'm down by 2.7 pips, but I'm on an hourly, so we're going to go for 10 on that. Well, see, and I might just put, I don't know, put a 10. Oh. What did it do that for? That's just how I am doing that. That's all right. Euro AUD, let's go back and have a look at that one. We're nearly up for the hour there,
Yep, we are.
Anne. I mean, look at that. It's come back there. Look how that's sort of playing around. This is consolidation. But that's RSI is showing a bit of increase there. So let's just see. And you've got Euro AUD here still 42 minutes ago. You got to remember, if we go back, oh, stop doing that. If I go, where's the,
You got to use the roller on your mouse.
Oh, I don't have a roller. So I'm on a keyboard with, sorry, not a keyboard. I'm on a laptop with a touchpad. So anyway, what I was going to say is Euro AUD got called 2 hours and 42 minutes ago. So nearly 3 hours ago before it did that sell. Well, here we go. Look at this. Off she goes.
There she goes.
And why do we call it a she? But anyway, it doesn't matter.
I don't know. I have no idea. Where are cars she's? I don't know.
Yeah, it's just unpredictable. I think that's it.
Now watch that.
Yeah, I am watching it. Don't worry. And you see on a 5 minute, we were sort of nearly halfway through the minute when it did that bit of a jump.
Yep.
and it's come back again. Yeah, see, it's still, yeah, okay. Well, we'll see the results after this anyway. I still feel that this will come up and test that trend line and then come off. A question: is anybody on here following the Underground Railroad as well?
No, the only thing I'm doing is ECC and swipe trades.
Okay, good. Thanks, Jeanette. Thank you. Just for that. Carlos is doing other stuff and about what Robert's doing. I mean, I haven't been able to. Today, I have got the time to be able to look at it again. So for
David
me,
Karn is loving it, apparently.
Who is?
David Karn.
Yeah, well, David Karn's in love with a lot of things. So he's one of those oh no, get out of there. Sorry guys, is this my alerts popping up? Oh, there's another one. Euro NZD. Whoa. Anyway, this is looking like it's doing its stuff at the moment. Let me come back here. How much am I up?
Must have a few pips by now.
I'm up by 2 pips. I only put it in for, oh, come on. I only put it in for 5. So, yeah, 2 point. You can see it jumping around here, 2 pips. Just get us another 3 out of there. It'd be very nice.
Yep.
Now, the GBP NZD, GBP USD is one that's on an hourly. So I've put that on. That's more of a longer term type of trade. Well, not long, but you know.
It'll take a little longer. Yeah.
Yeah, it will take a bit of time. Whoa, 2.3 up on that already now. That's all right. Hey, I'm not too fussed that we didn't call that at the Euro AUD.
Mm-hmm.
That Euro AUD we didn't call the sell, but oh, here we go. Look at that. Oh, 4. Here we go. Come on. Get the whip out. Oh no. Back to 3.7. 3.9. No.
Oh, it's gonna go to 4. It's 4. There we go. 4.
I just want the 5 pips out of it, guys. Come on. Who else has got it on?
I got it.
Did you do it, Jeanette?
Yeah.
Good on you, Jeanette. Well done. I mean, this is the thing, Jeanette. Do you find this helpful?
Oh, yes. Yeah, very, very pleased with doing these sessions.
Good. I'll apologise for last week not being here. It's just because we had settlement and we were moving stuff, so I couldn't. It was just impossible to be able to do it. So.
I know, I understand.
Moving is a challenge.
Yeah, it's all right. 4.647, 4.6.
Almost there, Brian.
Come on. Oh, it is so.
There, 5. It hit.
Yeah, I know, but we're talking with bit of spread here, so.
Yeah.
Just wait. I saw it hit the 5, but it obviously didn't. There we go.
Yep, done.
Profit it out. Did you get yours, Jeanette?
Yeah, I did.
Beauty.
Yay!
And you can see it's pulled back slightly on the 5.
Yep.
I mean, let's go back to here again. I have a sense. Let's see the next candle. We're now an hour up. So
yeah. Well, we're gonna say, Brian, we should probably just leave it on that happy note.
Oh, now come on!
Now he's having fun.
I got my 10 out of EJ and 5 out of EA. So, and I have a sense. Let's go back to here. I mean, look at this. Look at this. You know, the G.
It's gonna go.
You know, Yeah. See, Jeanette,
Took it back a little bit, but that's okay.
Jeanette, remember we talked about how wide it was. See how quickly that blue line has come up, and that
Mhm.
red it's coming towards each other.
Mhm.
And you can see these separating here and this
And
starting to drop. Let's just get the 10 pips out of the GU. That'd be really nice as well.
Yep.
Anyway,
Does
who said
anybody
that
have any questions before we sign off for today?
No, I'm good for tonight. Thanks.
Okay, great, Jeanette. Thanks.
you got your 5 and you can get a few more if you want to? I mean, Carlos, thank you also for your input. You know, look at NZD, I mean, people say that this time of the day nothing happens, but we've already shown you stuff happens, you know?
Just
Yep.
needs maybe just a wee bit more patience, but it happens.
Yeah.
Anything else, Robert?
Well,
Anything from you? No? Okay.
Carlos, you were going to say something.
No. Yeah, I'm going to bed.
Are you? What time
Carlos-
zone are you in,
I gotta
Carlos?
work tomorrow.
2 a.m.
Yeah. It's 2 a.m. for. Oh no, it's 3 a.m. for Carlos.
2.
Are you in
I'm in
Spain?
Portugal.
2
Portugal
o'clock.
You're in
is
Yeah.
Portugal. Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought
You're all over the place.
Carlos. I thought you were in England. You're in Portugal.
Yes, I work in England, but I'm on holiday, so I'm in Portugal. But that's the same time.
Gotcha.
England
Yeah.
and Portugal are the same on the same time.
Same time frame.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know he's on holidays because he's not in a forklift. It's good, mate. All right, you go
I'm
to
gonna
bed.
say good
All
night.
See you
I'm
later,
gonna
Jeanette.
say good night. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll
You're
see how
welcome.
we'll see how we go for next week, everyone.
All right. Thanks so much.
Grab your pips.
Okay.
Remember, we're all in this together and we all have the ability to be successful with it. There isn't
Yes,
any,
sir.
okay?
And thank you so much, both of you, for doing these sessions.
No, you're welcome. We enjoy it. We have fun. So,
Yeah.
all right, guys, have a good night.
All right.
Good night.
See you, Carlos. Bag those pips, mate. I'm just going to stop the streaming, and
Yeah.
see everyone in the Ninja group. See you later. We got a few pips. Bye.